Hello, Global Pet Care Associates. I am incredibly excited to be speaking with you today about our segment, our business, and our future.
We've been in the marine market since when the company started in 1919. It's probably the most complex market that I've been involved with in Cummins.
So when we think about practical intelligence, then the machine could be with us learning. So tasks like, for example, cooking, or the one I've been doing recently, which is driving me insane, is learning how to crochet. When we start thinking about machine intelligence, we have this problem that programming languages are very rule-based. Even the most fluid programming languages are very bound up in exactitude and rules, which I love.
I think there's a personal space at home, that I do. I spend alone. I do sketching. I generate ideas that way, and there's a shared space.
Likewise, search engines were designed around a notion of the user not as an individual creatively articulating to organisational colleagues. It was about a person who just needed to gather facts. Their choice through the different channels they have is crucial to their ability to manage their affairs. We need to let the people have that choice and provide more choice so they can be more delicate and purposeful.
The thing about sort of human intelligence is the ability to sort of understand and get information and the right sort of information. And it is finding what you need is like finding a needle in a haystack. Even more than that. It's like finding a needle in a million haystacks. That's what we are talking about.
I mean, in a way, our mobile phones already take a role like this. So I was recently traveling to China, and we had a conversation with a complete stranger on the bus who didn't speak a word of English using Bing Translate. And we want to get to the point where you can think of having something like a simple conversation with a computer, be that your mobile phone, be that a laptop computer, or something that is more ambient, in the environment, for example.
I think the key thing that people need to understand institutionally is how dramatically we've grown over a span of less than a generation.
The other major US firms who've been here for a while have recognized that our model is the optimal one, and they're seeking to build out. We're not complacent, therefore we have to remain ahead of them. But we've got leadership advantage, and we should take full advantage of that.
I think we are very different from other international and European antitrust practices. One of the main differentiators I think we have is that we are a truly global group. We have offices in US and China and Brussels.
There's also likely to be greater transactional activity in the life insurance sector, both in the UK alone and in Europe as a result of Solvency II.
The need that they have when they're in the middle of a crisis, which can span many different jurisdictions, of coming to a firm that can provide early advice and essentially grab their hand and see them through the crisis with a well thought out strategic plan right from the very beginning, with lawyers that have experience of that type of problem.
In May, EBRD signed with the government of Kazakhstan a unique partnership agreement in order to leverage Kazakh government funds with investment from EBRD.
This government is serious about re-energizing the reform agenda. It's full-throttled. And why do I say that? It's because they're focusing on implementation, on stronger institutions and regulatory framework, and finally, most importantly, rebalancing the role of the state and private sector, with the latter being now the most important engine